Hey, what's going on, everybody? Scott here. Today we're at Greentop Nursery. The sinkhole is right over there. And so I haven't built at this settlement in quite a while, and I really wanted to change it up. And I started it at night because I wanted to show you guys how how it's lit up at night, because I think it really looks pretty good. Now, I've really changed this settlement around, kind of as you can see, but we'll get into more of that here in just a little while. But this is my bar area here. You can see, I wanted to use a lot of different things, but I'm really happy with the way this came out at night and everything. I especially like the bar area, using the different color lights and things like that, and the different spotlights around that kind of really light up the entire settlement. I just love using the different colored lights. I've got purple and orange and blue, and then of course the festival lights, and those were added from the Settlement Objects expansion pack. The same with the spotlights. I've got 4 of them on the bar and 2 of them up on the main house. And then you can see the carve right there on top of the bar. I was able to glitch in a couple of lights for headlights. I thought that was pretty cool. And just the different, the fires and the different lights and everything. I just really like how it looks. So next we're going to switch over to the daylight and continue the tour. And voila, here we go, back in the daylight. So yeah, you'll notice that the greenhouse that was here is completely gone, along with the main house, because I really wanted to transform this entire area to really look nothing like it did before. And the house that was here, you can see it's gone, was a sanctuary style house. It was the same kind of house that is in Sanctuary. And rather than go through fixing it like always, I really wanted to get rid of it, so I did. I've downloaded a couple of scrap, of course I've got Scrap That Settlement, which is a fantastic mod. Everybody should have that one. And then I've downloaded Scrap Everything. So between the both of them, I was able to scrap everything, including the billboard that was there. I have the Settlement Borders Extended mod, and it lets me build outside the vanilla area. And it had this ruined billboard here, and I downloaded Wasteland Billboards by Ethereon. Love that mod too. And it let me replace the billboard with one that I thought looked a lot better. It wasn't just some big hunk of junk. Now in the description, I've got a link to my full mod list and my load order for both the Xbox One and the PS4. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to do that. That's in the description of the video. So next we'll move in and start checking everything out in here. This is my general trader shop. Now the counter there is actually the store. That's from Thematic and Practical. That's what you assign the worker to. We'll go inside and just set up some decorations inside. Made it look like a shop. Added some, guns on the wall, because a general trader, he sells just about everything. We'll come on around over here. Also through Thematic and Practical, it lets you set up individual caravan spots for the caravanners, the vanilla ones. Trash Can Carla, Cricket, Lucas Miller, Doc Weathers, lets you be able to make their own. And Trash Can Carla comes with her own scavenging workbench that only she works with. And then, with the roads being on both sides of this, I wanted to use cars a lot and trailers. I didn't decorate very much in here. I just placed down some beds into this trailer. But the USO mod has added doors to it, so you can actually close it up like a regular trailer. So I wanted to use it more just as housing. And I've decorated so much everywhere that I didn't want to decorate inside the trailer. You can't really put anything on the walls anyway. So I set up a little scavenging area over here. And then, like I said, with roads being on both sides of this, you know, they've got very much access to a bunch of cars. So I wanted to use a bus as a housing. Kind of fortified it a little bit with a few junk fences, like that's what's keeping it in place. Made a little entrance way here to go into the bus, because you know you can't close the doors anyway. And then up here I've set you know, 3 beds up, a little bit of decoration in here. That far bed there, that one was from Makeshift Furniture Pack. The one with the basketball goal, that's from Thematic and Practical. Love those mods. Then on this side of it, I gave them a little sitting area. Now the Workshop Interactive Objects has given us this crate chairs. So it's an actual chair. They come, you know, the settlers come over and sit down on it and everything. So gave them a sitting area. Then I love the booze stills. I really do. I love using them. Don't know why one of my booze workers is up on top of the roof, but we'll just go with it. So I set up a little booze place so they can make the booze for the bar. Then over here we've got my butcher station, my butcher stand. Now this whole building I made out of from Thematic and Practical. Now I have noticed that on Xbox, Thematic and Practical has been taken down. So I don't think you can download it anymore. I don't know if it's coming back out or not. I really hope so, because it is a fantastic mod. Gives you so many cool assets to build with, new walls and roof types and stuff like that. So if you've got it, do not delete it, because you probably won't get it back. It's kind of like snap and build that way. It's gone and it probably is not coming back. But the butcher shop there adds 10 food to the settlement. Now I did add a few trees and things like that, because when I got here I gutted everything. The only thing that was here when that was left when I started building was the main workshop and the 2 settlers. That was it. I started everything from scratch. Then over here we got Cricket's little area. You see Cricket standing there, and she comes, you know, they all come with their own each unique chairs and unique workbenches that only they work with. Cricket's got a weapons bench, Lucas has a armor bench, Carla's got a scavenging bench, and it's just really cool the different things that they add for you to be able to use. Then this guard post is from Thematic and Practical, because I liked it because it incorporated the cars in with it. There's my guard stuck down there. Not exactly sure what's going on with the NPCs now, but with this end I added a little turret stand into the back end of the truck, because there is a spawn point on that side of the settlement where raiders do attack. Then we're going to check out my bar area. You see there, I placed the cars on top. I just thought it was cool looking. Added a bunch of the lights and stuff around. Those spotlights, like I said, are from Settlement Objects Expansion Pack. The festival lights are too. I've got a mod called Revamp Lighting. I believe that's the name of it. And then it adds the different colored lights and brighter lights and things like that. And then I just set up a counter, kind of a circular counter, and added some decorations to it. And my settler there is assigned to the mat. Then I've also got Commonwealth Pizza, which is a great mod. So I've added a pizza oven out here. So you can come here and you can order anything, even a pizza. And walk around the rest of the bar area here. Now that dispenser there on the corner, that's an interactive uh, piece. That one says worker. For some reason, I've got a bunch of the people, workers and wisemen from the slog, are hanging out over here at Greentop Nursery for some reason. And you can see there how I kind of glitched in the lights into the headlights for that car on top. I just thought it was a nice touch. I thought it looked cool. Really cool looking bar area. Now we're going to go up and we're going to check out the main house up here. Like I said, I gutted everything. I got rid of all of the trees, so all of the trees that are here are the ones that I've added and everything. This is a look at Lucas's little spot. And if you remember, there was a campfire on the ground, and there's already a marker here for Lucas to come by this settlement. So I thought it would be cool to try to put his spot up and right near the same spot where he comes anyway. And the little cap stashes is what brings them to the settlement. And normally he would sit on the ground over there, but the past couple of times he's actually come over and sat down in his own chair. Added the dog house. There he is back there. The Better Stores mod lets you add a guard dog. And there's two different types. You can get like a mongrel dog or a junkyard dog. The junkyard dog adds 2 defense to the settlement, and you can have him follow you, or you can talk to him and have him patrol the settlement, which is what I've got. That's the sewage plant from Symbiotic Settlements. You have to have that to get the toilet and the sink to work. Move around this side. This is where the rest of my food is, because I've got very little crops here. And so the Gone Hunting and Fishing mod has added this hunting station. It's a tanning rack, but it adds 6 food to the settlement. And then we'll come around over here, and the Radstag hanging there, that's another hunting station. That adds another 6 food to the settlement. And the person you have assigned to it will come over, and you get the animation of them gutting the deer. Then I thought, with the hunting stations and stuff like that, you really kind of got to give them a place to cook the meat.
Starting to think,
But that's Anthony there from the Simple Settlers mod, and he's assigned to what little crops I have in these little planters. Now both of those are from Symbiotic Settlements also. Really kind of only adds 1, maybe 2 food. And then there's the original workbench that had the sanctuary house behind it. And it's been a while since I built a 2-story building, so I thought it was kind of cool to actually build kind of a 2-story house. Then rather than put down just like a barbecue grill, I wanted to give them a place where they can actually cook the meat for their hunting. So I've added a few little brick walls, and then the gardening tables there, and then placed some campfires down underneath it. Now the flames are bigger because those campfires are actually from the Cabin in the Woods mod. Then I've got an invisible settler rug there, and it was for cooking. Apparently I placed it the wrong way, and that's really kind of the wrong animation anyway for what I was looking for. So I might have to go back in and check that. But I wanted to give them a nice little barbecue spot, so they could cook the meat that they're hunting and everything, since the crops are so sparse in this settlement. Now we're going to go on up and check out the main house here. Added a few of the newspaper chairs. That's from the settlement or Workshop Interactive Objects mod. It's really great. Then inside here, just a little bit, basic inside stuff. Added some sofa beds from the Tonight You Sleep on the Couch. That brick counter is from Symbiotic Settlements. And then, of course, I gave him a full kitchen from Modular Kitchen. And the fridge acts as a container, and the stove is a cooking station. So just set him up a nice little kitchen and dining room area. And the walls in this house, the walls and the floors, I mainly used, well, I used a little bit of everything, as you can tell, but mainly I used walls from the Settlement Objects expansion pack, the USS Constitution walls, because they have actual windowed walls. Because I really wanted windows in this house. And then I've set them up a nice little bathroom. All of this stuff is mainly in symbiotic settlements. The tub, the sink, the toilet, the sewage pipes and stuff. Then we'll head on upstairs, check out the rest of the living quarters. Now in this room, I gave them a little living room type area and a little, workshop area. So I've added the weapons, the armor, and the chemistry station up here. And then the weapon rack bracket mod is awesome. It really lets you build these really nice actual gun racks. And then I added the shelves on the top and the bottom to give it more of the gun rack type feel to it. Then of course they've got their living room area, and I don't know, for some reason all my settlers are hanging out in here instead of out doing their jobs. But you got the weapons bench, and then the USO mod is at different chemistry stations, so the sink is actually the chemistry station. We'll check out one of the bedrooms on this side. Some thematic and practical bunk beds, some dressers. Now that car, it was a full-size car, and I used Place Anywhere to shrink it down to make it look more like a model, and then I brought it in and placed it on the counter, on the dresser. I thought it looked cool. And yeah, that's the Mila that you get from Tinker Tom, but it's been unlocked through, like unlocked settlement objects, so it's really great for sitting around in a workshop area. Then I'll show you the other bedroom here. Just regular old living quarters. Next we'll check out the balcony on the second floor here. And like I said, all of my settlers and stuff are hanging out up here, along with the workers from the slog. And then I'm not exactly sure why the chess game, which is from Crimson Rider's Unique Objects, I'm not sure why that's floating off the table. But who knows. But yeah, there's Wiseman from the slog. He's the kind of the leader over there. Then I've added him an interactive barbecue up here. I think maybe that's why all of the workers are here, is the interactive objects. Now that guy, that's actually my general trader. He should be down there in his shop. I'm not exactly sure why he's hanging out in the house. But this is my Greentop Nursery, which really isn't much of a nursery anymore. I hope you all enjoyed this, because I had a lot of fun building it. If you did, please hit that like button. I appreciate it so much. And if y'all got any questions about anything, anything at all, leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer any questions at all. And then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Got a lot more settlements to get to. I'm trying to hit up some places that I haven't built in a while. Greentop Nursery was one of them. I'm thinking about maybe next, like Somerville Place or like Warwick Homestead or something like that. If there's a settlement you guys would like to see that you haven't seen in a while, leave a comment. Always happy to do something like that. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good one.
Crop's coming in pretty good.